Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Amateur, starring Rami Malek as a CIA computer nerd whose wife is killed and he wants revenge. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 16. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So Rami is the computer nerd. He is not a killer. Here's Laurence Fishburne. He's a killer. And they all work for the CIA. But when Rami's wife is killed, he wants revenge. And the guys in the CIA are like, well, you're not really one of our murdering guys. He demands training and fake ID and the whole bit so he could go after these guys. And I think they try to give it to him, but it doesn't really work out, and he sort of bucks their orders, and then he goes about getting revenge his own way. And that's part of the interesting thing about it. Like, he's not going to run up and shoot guys. He is going to use clever ways to get at them by tricking them. Called The Amateur. So, I think it'll be kind of cool in that you will get to see various murders without the use of, say, guns. So he has to be very clever in his tactics. But I think I know where this is headed. The question is, why did they kill his wife? Or who killed him? Who killed her? And with the CIA, it all comes back to the same thing in these movies. It's usually a guy on the inside, and that's the big revelation at the end. And that looks like exactly where this is heading. So, first act, he's working for the CIA, and he loves his wife. He's having a great time, and he's not murdering anybody. He's just helping the CIA murder people. His hands are clean. So, second act, his wife dies, and for some reason the CIA show him the footage and tell him, and then he demands to be put in the field, and so he can confront the killers, which they, of course, are like, nah, let us handle it. We'll murder these guys. But the CIA isn't in the business of murder because some guy's wife was killed. They're in the business of, doing whatever they do for whatever powers that may be. So getting revenge for Rami isn't necessarily on the docket. So they're not going to do that. They're not going to train him. But Rami knows people because he's in the CIA, and somehow he gets a hold of Laurence Fishburne and demands that he train him. And Laurence tries to train him, but realizes that he's not a killer, and confronts him on that. Basically tells him no, and Rami realizes, like, I can't shoot these guys, but I'm gonna do clever things. So he does a clever thing, like a guy's swimming in a horizon pool in a hotel, one of those pools that has a glass bottom, and then the bottom is like a huge drop, and he puts a device on it that's going to make the bottom drop out of the hotel pool, and then he's going to plummet to his death. And that's what he does. He rigs up explosives. He does all sorts of clever things. So that's what he starts doing. At the end of the second act, he starts killing off all the guys. But then the big revelation, he does this outside of the CIA, and the CIA is not too happy about it. And I think someone in the CIA was out to get at him, possibly to kill his wife, to make him more beholden to the CIA, maybe. Something like that. or just because she got in the way or whatever her job was interfering with whatever operation she was maybe about to expose someone at the CIA for whatever. And so there's an inside guy that Rami has to kill at the end who betrays everybody, and I think he does. He does some clever thing. Like he knew the whole time. Maybe it's Laurence Fishburne. I don't know. I kind of think not, but maybe. Because otherwise, I think Laurence Fishburne would see that he was killed earlier in the movie. So, yeah, it doesn't look bad, actually. I mean, at least there's going to be the clever way he kills people without using guns. So that much of it will be interesting. You know, the CIA always is made out to be heroic in these movies. Hollywood is totally on board with the military-industrial complex, of course. So a lot of times these screenplays, for those of you who don't know, are approved by people in the Pentagon, especially if the movie uses any military stuff that they would need permission to use. I don't know if they did that here. It doesn't seem like they did. Doesn't seem like they would need it, but they might need it for another movie. They might need an aircraft carrier scene or whatever. So a lot of times these scripts are approved by people in actual government, which, yeah, I don't like that. I don't think Hollywood should be doing that. And I definitely don't think the government should be involved. In fact, I think they should be barred from being involved in any of these things. But that all being said, I would probably say this. I don't think I'd go to the movie theater these days. Doesn't seem like it's going to be that good. I do like Laurence Fishburne, though. He's a pretty good actor. There it is, The Amateur. This is coming out, I'm going to guess, early 2025. Here's the write-up. Follows a CIA cryptographer who manages to blackmail his agency into training him to let him go after a group of terrorists who killed his wife in London. Oh, okay, so he blackmails them. It says April 11th, so it's probably a better time to release it than too early. Director James Hawes, writers Evan Katz, Robert Littell, and Ken Nolan. Took 3 guys to write this movie. All right. Yeah, I would give it a shot. I think it could be pretty watchable. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. What's your problem, Joan? Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, I'll be at the Golden Nugget in Berlin, New Jersey. That's a bar, and it's got food. So come on out, and I'll be giving my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil at 7. Then tomorrow, I'll be at the Women's Club of Medford at 7:30. Also for a talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Then on Saturday, I'll be at the Indie Authors Day in Bridgeton Public Library, 12 to 3. And then Sunday, I'll be at the Groovy Graveyard in Asbury Park, New Jersey from 11 to 4. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.